anthem sung by Lady Gaga was in keeping with tradition, but so much else was different here. A military presence, more fortress capital than shining city on a hill, as America's 46th president was sworn into office.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
The oath taken on a Bible that has been in the Biden family for 127 years.
Preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States.
the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Security fears and the COVID threat meant the vast crowd that would normally pack the National Mall was replaced by hundreds of thousands of flags as history was being made.
I, Kamala Davy Harris, do solemnly swear.
Kamala Harris, the first woman, first black and Asian American woman to become vice president, often described as just a heartbeat from the presidency.
So help me God.
Three former presidents applauded, but Donald Trump had already left town. Despite this, the new president's first call was for unity.
This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is the path forward. And we must meet this moment as the United States of America. If we do that, I guarantee you we will not fail. Let's start afresh, all of us. Let's begin to listen to one another again, hear one another, see one another, show respect to one another. Politics doesn't have to be a raging fire, destroying everything in its path.
In breaking with tradition and snubbing his successor's inauguration, Donald Trump was able to leave Washington while technically still the current president. It meant Marine One, the presidential helicopter, was able to land on the White House lawn to ferry the Trumps on the first stage of that journey out of office. A trip that included a last spin over the city that's been their home for the last 4 turbulent years. At Andrews Air Force Base, a small crowd of family, aides and supporters was waiting. There was a 21-gun salute for the soon-to-be former Commander-in-Chief and a goodbye speech that didn't once mention Joe Biden by name.
It is my greatest honor and privilege to have been your president. I will tell you that the future of this country has never been better. I wish the new administration great luck and great success. I think they'll have great success. They have the foundation to do something really spectacular. And again, we put it in a position like it's never been before.
He briefly passed the microphone to the First Lady.
Honey, would you like to say a few words, please?
Being your First Lady was my greatest honor. Thank you for your love.
Then the suggestion this isn't necessarily the end.
So just a goodbye. We love you. We will be back in some form.
Then, with Frank Sinatra blasting from the loudspeakers, he began what should be one last trip on Air Force One to Florida, with an impeachment trial and an uncertain future ahead.
And did it my way.
As Trump was still in the air, Joe Biden had been starting this historic day visiting church with leaders of both Democrat and Republican parties. Unity is his theme, but this was probably a dig at his predecessor.
And we must reject the culture in which facts themselves are manipulated and even manufactured. My fellow Americans, we have to be different than this. America has to be better than this.
The first acts of the new administration will be to sweep away many of Trump's controversial measures. But tackling COVID, the immediate priority, must be a national effort, he said.
We're entering what may be the toughest and deadliest period of the virus. We must set aside politics and finally face this pandemic as one nation. One nation.
It sounds and looks like a new era. It will certainly be different, but healing the divisions left behind is a challenge as tough as any they will have faced before. Paul Davis, ITV News.